Today I am going to share you 7 insightful lessons which I learned from this book. But before that, let me show you something very real. Let's go. Before I tell you the 7 lessons which I learned from this book, let me give you some brief about what is this book all about. So this is a book based on Japanese people. This is a book mainly written on the people of Okinawa Island. Okinawa is a island in Japan where the majority of the people living there are above 90 age, and they are just not living, they are living a happy life. So researchers are always intrigued to know, so what is that one thing that is making difference, and they always wanted to interview this island. So the author of this book wanted to interview that place, therefore they interviewed the place and they get to know many different lessons from the people. The people there living were very simple and they were very friendly, and they are very active, they are very healthy, they are very happy in their life. Well, they were so old, still they were young and youthful. So the first lesson which I learned from this book is stay young while growing old. No matter, it's the mentality which you make that makes you old. So if you think that you are capable of nothing, so you will be not, and if you think that you can do anything you want, then you will be able to do everything you wanted. So the first lesson which I learned is stay young while growing old. So how you can stay young while growing old? So this point is beautifully designed in this book, and the meaning of this Ikigai is a Japanese word which itself means the meaning of life. So what is your meaning of life? The Japanese people know it very well. So they know what is their purpose in life, why they are here, and if you are able to know that one thing, you will never grow old in your life. So the second lesson which I learned is how to turn your work and free spaces into spaces for growth. So there are a lot of examples how you can actually make your works effective. Also, there is a very good mention of not to stress so much. If you stress too much, it is an accused killing of longevity. Even on page number 24, there is a very beautiful distinction between the cave dwellers and the modern men. Then how the cave dwellers, which were very ancient, they didn't stress in their life. That's why they are the people who live a long life than us. We are so much engrossed and we are so much surrounded by stress, anxiety and depression that we don't know ourselves very well. Also, if you literally want to change your work and free spaces, you need to find flow in your life. Even on page number 58, they are beautifully mentioned the 7 conditions for achieving flow, or there are 7 ways how you can achieve a flow in your work. So I want to read that. First, knowing what to do. Second, knowing how to do it. Third, knowing how well you are doing. Fourth, knowing where to go. Fifth, perceiving significant challenge. Sixth, perceiving significant skills. And 7th, being free from distraction. If you literally want to make your free spaces and workspaces into a channel for your growth, then you literally want to make everything flow for you, and for that, to achieve that flow, you literally need these 7 ways how you can actually make your work flow like water. In this point, I also want to mention that in this book there is also mentioned that our brain is not good at multitasking. So it was mentioned, I think on 67 or 68 page number, I think 4th or 3rd chapter, that how our brain is not sufficient in multitasking. Like, we are humans, not robots. We are making robots so that they can do multitasking at the place of us. So please stop doing multitasking. Instead, do one work and do it to the full. Third lesson which I learned is find happiness in every small thing. So if you go through this book, you will get to know that how these people relish every moment, even it's a small thing, even it's a big thing. Even there is a mention of a birthday party where there is a birthday of 3 people, in which 2 were above 83, 84 I think age, and 1 is 85. So they were celebrating their birthdays, and all the people were dancing. Even they were so old, still they were dancing, eating, drinking, and they mentioned that how they have changed their lifestyle. Like in the birthday party itself, they were drinking no alcohols, no cold drinks. They were drinking a green tea and jasmine tea, and that is how they were changing their lifestyle. And this is really affecting their overall health. And also they were dancing. Even they are so active that even there's a mention that how I think 84 or 85-year-old lady win the challenge against the author when they were playing a game, and that is how they are finding happiness in every small thing they do. And finding happiness in a very small thing, it's not a big deal. Like if I ask you what is that thing that can make you happy, you will say work balance, or home, fame, or even life partners, etc. But these people are so ordinary, and they didn't expect these things, and that is why they are happy in their life. Fourth lesson which I learned from this book is this real secret of longevity. And this book is actually famous for this only, that people say that this is a book where you can get a lesson of how to live a long life. And it's true that living a long life is not that difficult. If you want to live a long life, there are mention of 5 ways how can you actually live a long life. So the 5 ways are: first, don't worry. Don't worry on little things, don't worry on big things as well. The thing which are made for you will come to you, so don't worry. Second, cultivate good habits. Cultivate good habits of eat well, sleep well, and exercise and meditate whenever you need spiritual awakening. Do meditate. Third is getting together with people. Try to build connections and get together if you want to literally want to make yourself free with stress. It will really help if you try to connect with good people. So, and the fourth is live an unhurried life. Don't worry about things. Live an unhurried, relaxed life. Don't stress much about anything, and this is a very good way to actually reduce your stress. And fifth way is to be optimistic in every situation. And also there is a mention of Ikigai diet, and there is a mention that how these people are not consuming sugar. They are not consuming sugar at all. If they want to eat sugar, they are considering cane sugar instead of refined sugars. And this is a very nice way. You can literally cultivate small things in your daily routine, and you can see that how your lives are changing at the end of the month or at the end of the year. So this is a very good thing how you can actually cultivate good habits in you. So the fifth lesson which I learned is nothing is permanent. So how many times it happened that if anything good happens to you, you suddenly become so much active, so much cheerful, so much happy and enthusiastic after that. But if anything sad and if anything which you didn't expect it happened to you, then you literally become so sad, and even you went into depression or something like that. So, and if you literally see monks and the Buddhists, they are so calm, so relaxed in every state of mind, in every situation. And that is how, because they know that nothing is permanent. Even the change is also not permanent. Change is the only constant you have. So if you literally want to adjust yourself in this universe, you need to know that nothing is permanent. And there is also a very good practice for that. So if you really want to feel that, so you can do a negative visualization. I can't pronounce it well, so please bear with me. So it's a negative visualization concept. So how you can do it, you can literally think that if you can literally think of the worst scenarios which can happen with you. So now you have experienced the worst in your imagination, so now anything will happen to you, will be calm in that situation. And that is a very good way to actually test yourself, to actually test your emotional balance, how mentally you are strong and how emotionally you are stable. So if you literally want to see, you can literally try this negative visualization concept. So the sixth lesson which I learned from this book is beyond resilience is anti-fragility. So resilience in actual word means that your ability to tackle your setbacks, and more the resilient you are, more successful you will be in life. And there are two type of people in the whole world. Like if you want to categorize the whole world, you will be able to categorize all the people into two categories: one, the fragile people, and second, the anti-fragile people. So the people who are fragile, they are the type of people who become very weak from every setbacks, every failures they got in their lives. So they become very weak at the end, and finally they leave their purpose in their life. Whereas the second type of people, which are anti-fragile people, they are those type of people who become more strong even after every setbacks they get into, even every failures they get to learn something, and that's why they become more strong and they become more resilient towards all their setbacks. And that's how they are able to achieve their purpose in their life, and they become mentally strong to achieve that goal. So and it it's also mentioned how you can actually become anti-fragile by 3 steps, and I will not mention here because if I'll do everything for you, you will not be able to read this book with the fullest. So try to read this book and get to know what are the 3 ways you can be anti-fragile, and this is the very good way if you want to be successful in life. So the 7th and the last lesson which I learned is how to find your Ikigai. So Ikigai, as I told you, Ikigai actual mean is the meaning of life, the purpose of your life. So if you actually want to know what is your purpose of your life, you literally want to follow these 4 steps to know what is your purpose of your life, why you are made and why you are here. So the 4 ways how you can actually find your Ikigai, your purpose of your life is: first, listen to your curiosities and intentions, what you are feeling inside, what you are good at. So listen to that. Second, follow those things you enjoy. Follow those things you enjoy. There are a lot of things you have done which the world has forced you to do, so stop doing that now and follow those things you enjoy for at the first place. Third, start doing things which add value and meaning to your life. Anything that can be an artistic thing, that can be making a video for me, like, and making and doing reading or something, anything which add value and meaning to your life, and that is the thing which literally makes you feel energetic after doing that. You didn't feel bored or you didn't feel exhausted after doing that work. That is the thing which you need to find in. And the 4th and the last is, don't worry much about it. Your purpose, your meaning of life will sooner or later will come to you, so don't worry. And this is how we come to the end of this video.